Hello, this is Expedition Tracking. Today I'm going to show you how to use your admin portal to admin your trackers and also set up your expeditions. So first of all, you're going to want to log in via racedrone.net/admin, put in your credentials. Once you've logged in, you've got three options here at the top. Site admin, the only thing you can do in there is change your login password. User admin, this is where you will rename your trackers. They'd all be shown in a list here, and here's the name that's assigned to them. That would appear on the participants list on the map. If you want to change that, let's say next week I want these to be called Group Beta, just change the name, click on Save, and that has been altered. Finally, the Events Manager. This is where you're going to set up your new expeditions, and I'm going to show you how you do that. Now, there's quite a lot of options in here. Fortunately, very few of them are required. I've got a little crib sheet here which shows you the basics. So you choose an event name, a password, a start and end date and time, choose the location, and then you save it. And later, if you wish, you can come back. You do for certain need to add participants, but these are optional to add mobile numbers and also SOS. So let's first of all choose a name. This will form part of the URL, so I'm going to make this reasonably short but something unique. Let's call it Oxford March the 6th. The password I'm going to set to Richard123456, and I'm going to go down now and choose a location. You can do that by zooming into the map and clicking on a location like that. You can even go and type in a point of interest, a postcode, or a full address in there as well. Start and end date, I'm going to choose this from the 6th to the 8th of March. I'm going to say we're starting at 7 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to leave this end time to be midnight. It's important that you ensure you capture the whole span of your expedition here, because the trackers will cease to appear on the map outside of these times. I mentioned you can optionally put in a mobile telephone number, and these will be sent SMS messages in the event that someone pushes the SOS on the tracker. So you put them in international format, so 44, then drop the leading 0. You can put up to 3 in there, and that's all you need to do. You can leave the rest of these options and just click on Save. Now, as I've mentioned, if you go back, the other thing you may want to do is add a GPX file, but the thing you definitely need to do, you must remember to add a participant, otherwise no flags will appear on the map. So competitor count there says 0. Let's go in, scroll to the very, very bottom. I'm going to say flag number 1, I want that to be tracker 875. So you put in your tracker number there, choose it from the list. There's our tracker, click on Add. And right at the bottom there, this has been added through to our expedition, which is good news. Okay, now then, what you can also do is go back to Event Manager. This is the URL which you will share, and you can click on now. This is where your trackers will appear. This is where you put your password in. And there we go. There is your tracking map, which you've just been set up centered on Oxford. Okay, now then, let's go back and let's say we want to, for example, add a GPX file to this, or a KML file. Let's choose a GPX file, and this is where you might have created your own route or routes in EDV or in the OS mapping application or various other ones. Once you go in there, click on Routes Management, and you upload your routes one at a time. So I'm going to click on Upload Routes. I'm going to scroll up to the desktop, choose this TrueGrit.gpx file, and it's just uploaded it. Now you've got some options here. You can change the route name which appears on the map. So I'm going to call this the TrueGrit route. I don't want it to be a light pink color. I want it to be a red color. And also want to be able to change the checkpoint icons. So you can choose the start and finish icons. I should point out at this stage that depending on when you're viewing this map, if it's early on in March, we haven't yet implemented the icon changes. So you'll just see the default ones, but within a couple of weeks you'll be able to select whichever one you want from this list, and it will make your icon match whatever this looks like in here. So let me go back. I didn't save this one, so let me just call this the TrueGrit and click on Save That. And now let's go back to our Events Manager. This time we'll click on it again, and here we go. There is our bright pink route, and you can see our start and finish locations. You can, if you wish, go back in and manually add in additional checkpoints. Let's say you've forgotten to add one. You can go on to manage a checkpoint. You can click on add a new one, and you can put in the checkpoint name, the long and the latitude. The distance is entirely optional. You can usually leave that one blank. Again, you can choose the icon, and that will save there as well. Okay, so hopefully that's given you a reasonable introduction as to how to set up and create your own events. If you want to understand a little bit more about this interface, go to our homepage at Expedition Tracking, and if you scroll down, there's a video near the bottom which gives you a great introduction of our new tracking website, which is called Track Trail Live. If you ever want to flip back and use our old race drone site, you can simply do that by going back into your event setup, and there's a little option down here called which URL. TTL, Track Trail Live, is our newer website. Our old one you can select by choosing PHP Beta and Nerf, and I go and save that, then go back into the Events Manager. If I click on this one now, you'll notice it comes up with a completely different interface, and this is our old website. You can use either, but we recommend using our brand new TTL one. Hopefully that's been a useful introduction for how to set up and create your events. If you have any questions, by all means come back to us and we'll answer them. We can even set up an individual Skype session to take you through. Thank you for watching.